Hey everyone, you're seeing a view of my vacation spot right now. This is June Lake, California. We are up here on vacation, camping. We're in cabins, not in a tent or anything, but doing some fishing, some hiking around, just kind of sightseeing, having a great time. Kind of see a cabin down there, but it sure is beautiful up here. But really, I wanted to show you guys just to get a glimpse of kind of what we're doing. I'm on vacation now, but I also want to say thank you so much for the support. You guys have been awesome, and we have actually gotten to 1,000 subscribers, which is awesome. It's been a goal of mine. You guys have been great with the comments, the feedback, likes, all that stuff. The people who have been with me for a long time, I appreciate you. All the new people who have jumped on board, it's awesome as well. It's just great to be able to get that goal, and hopefully we can keep growing from here. I hope you guys are enjoying the content, but thank you so much, and hope you guys enjoy the video. Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. Back with the sales update for Monday. I think 11 sales in total here. A couple of them went together, so I guess one of them went together, not a couple, but pretty good stuff. I'm happy with what sold. We'll jump right in. Cuisinart Easy Pop Series. Popcorn maker, got that as a gift in a raffle at a work function I was at. Didn't have to pay for it, just for going you got a raffle ticket. I was like second to last one to win. Had a feeling I was going to win it for some reason. Sold it for 33 shipped. I really had no use for it. We weren't going to use it, so it's going to probably still cost like 15 to ship it, maybe, depending on where it's going, but we'll make a few bucks off it. So happy about that. The Flinger, odd thing. I was at one of the storage unit guys I buy from. He had a bunch of old, kind of like 90s, early 2000s toys that were all in the box, and this was one of them. Just threw it in the pile, thinking it might be worth something. It sold for 25 ships, so happy to get rid of that. Billboard top rock hits from the 50s and into like 61, I think, and then there's one extra one there that doesn't have the little insert or whatever. Those came in a lot of cassettes I bought, and they sold for 20 shipped, media mail. Some video games, Resident Evil GameCube, both discs are there, that sold for 12. Max Payne 1 and 2 sold for 18 shipped. Prince of Persia for Xbox, 2 of them sold for 12 shipped for both games, so that's pretty good. An Officer's Equipment Company, little insignia here. This sold for 10 shipped. Still bummed because I could have had about 40 of these type of things, a bunch of medals and little pins you could put on for officers' jackets. I had a chance to buy them, and I just was too slow at the garage sale, and I was working on other stuff, and someone jumped in and bought them all for like 10 bucks for 40 of them. So that would have been a huge score, but I missed it, so still bummed. A Colts, one of those little mini helmets, was listed at 20, sold for 16 on a best offer, so that's always cool. Mitsubishi remote, sold for 10. I've had it up for a while, but someone finally bought it. On my remotes, I try to find a price, and I don't usually adjust them unless it's a sale. I just kind of let it ride out and find someone. Someone will eventually usually need it, so I'm actually only down to, I think, 3 or 4 remotes left, so that's pretty cool. 2 Woodland Camo long sleeve shirts. That's my marking here to know which one was which. Someone offered me, first of all, their size is the small regular. They are used, but someone offered me $16.99 for one for each set at $16.99, so like 33 shipped or whatever that is. And they ended up, accepted the offer because they were buying them both. They had them listed at like 21 or 22 bucks. So really good deal there. Happy to get rid of them. I've had them for a while. And then the best sale actually was from yesterday, but they finally paid today. It's an Air West. Don't know what it says. Something Lewisburg, maybe? Lewisburg Ceramics. Don't know what the bottom says though. New Mexico or something. I don't know. There's the back. Inside's pretty good. It's an older mug. Bought it at a garage sale for $250. I bought 2 airline mugs. They wanted 3 apiece, and I got them down to 5. I was surprised they were so much money. End of the day, too, they wouldn't even budge. They only budged $1. But paid $250, and it sold for 60 ship, 50 or 60 ship. You'll see on the screen on a best offer. So awesome deal. This airline, Air West, I guess, is no longer in business, and I have another airline. I believe maybe that either another one of them's not in business anymore. I know for sure, and that one's from like 81. The other mug, so hopefully we'll get something for that too. It's like an inaugural mug for the airline. So that's it. There's one more thing that sold. It's a shirt. It's 10 o'clock now. They haven't paid yet. I took the offer, so if they pay today, we'll show you. Or if anything else sells, it'll come in after this. Hey everyone, back with the final sale from Monday, a Polo Sport. It says USA across the front. It has some fading to it, but it still sold for 32, like 12 or something on a best offer. I think I paid $5 or $6 for it. Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. Back with Tuesday's sales. Really slow day. I don't even think I cracked 100, so that's not too good. Sold this Beavis and Butthead MTV thing for 32 shipped, so that was a good deal. And then sold a Bengals little helmet. Full price, 20 bucks. Didn't think this one would go for as high, but someone paid full price. And he'd actually bought another helmet from me, he or she, so that was cool. Toy Story sold for 10. Lakers Shaquille O'Neal jersey, but it has some staining on it. It sold for 20 bucks full price. It's a youth jersey, champion. It's an older one. So that sold for 20 still. I was thinking I'd get an offer, but someone paid full. And the last thing was Namco Museum. This is just the disc and the case. That's my son. Sold for 8 shipped. So that's it for today. Today's already actually Wednesday. I'm packing these up now, and then I have a couple sales from the day, so I'll show you guys those. Hey everyone, back with the sales update for Wednesday. There's one more sale that I have to show you guys. It's already midnight on Wednesday. I'm up pretty late. I was working on a YouTube video, so still need to get this packed up before I go to bed though, and then I'll pack up the last thing tomorrow morning when I grab it from storage, and we'll get it to the post office. So a total of I think 7 sales. Nothing crazy. Another kind of slow day. Yesterday was kind of slow, and today's kind of slow, but I'm happy to get rid of some stuff. This is an old listing. These Message Star memory making stamps, sealed. I think I paid a couple bucks for it. It took forever. I thought it might sell around Christmas years ago, and it didn't. It finally sold for 16 shipped. Honestly, I don't think I'll make any money. It's probably going to cost me like 8 or something to ship it, and then on top of that, with fees and everything and what I paid, I don't think we'll make a whole lot. So happy to get rid of it. One of the old listings. You'll see the picture on the screen. It just is a crappy picture too. So happy rid of that. Best sale, this Holy Bible walkthrough reference edition, an open Bible. Paid $8 for this at a church thrift store. I do pretty well there now and again. They have a lot of Bibles. They do price them high. I think I got like a 25%. No, it was $10, but I got 20% off. So it was $8. Actually 8 plus tax, but either way, this sold for 40 shipped. I knew it would. There were good comps on it, so sold within a couple of weeks, so I'll take that. Here's a Snow Leopard for the Mac. This is software. The disc is in here and everything. This sold for 19 shipped. It's good to go. Here's a Pokemon Heart Gold, but it's in Japanese. This game, if you have the English version, the American one, or whatever, it sells really well, just the game, but this is just the box and the inserts. And this sold for 10 shipped. Don't even know where I got that from. I don't think I paid anything. Here's 2 Sony 120-minute standard 8mm tapes, both sealed. Those sold for 12 shipped. They were thrown in a lot of Sega Dreamcast stuff I bought, so he just threw those in for free. And then a Sleeping Beauty special edition, paid $1. It's sealed. Bought this at a garage sale. The outside has some wear, but the DVD is sealed. That sold for like 21 or 22 shipped. And then I got a shirt to show you that sold. I never thought would sell, but it finally did. So that's pretty cool. So I'll show you that next. Hey everyone, final sale from Wednesday. This is a California Crazy Ware. You'll see a picture on the screen of what it looks like. It's a size medium, kind of a thicker, like almost denim-y material shirt. I paid like $5 or $6, and it's sold on the best offer of 25. I picked it up because the brand was kind of different, but it has taken a while. Probably 6 months to sell, but happy to get rid of it. Hey everyone, back with the sales from Thursday. What is this? 7 sales, pretty good day. We'll jump right in. We have some Skechers. These are the breast cancer awareness ones, the shape-ups. Paid $5. Overall, still a pretty good condition. A little bit of wear there on the heel, but for $5 it was worth picking up at a garage sale, and they actually sold for $40.49 on sale, so that's a pretty good deal. Petunia Pickle Bottom. These bags were doing really well for a while, but they seem to have died down. I paid like $2 for this, and it's got a couple little snags in the fabric, but it finally sold on the best offer of $30. And then the rest is video games and software. Nintendo 64 memory card I sold for $15. That's how much I get for those. NASCAR Thunder sold for $10. Rayman Origins sold for $11. Sega GT. This is actually 2 games, Jet Set and Sega GT. This always sells for around $10. This one's missing the manual though, so I got $9. And then I sold Windows 7 Home Premium for like $28 or $27, something like that. So overall, pretty good day. And next you should see what sold this weekend.
Everyone, back with the sales from the weekend. Like 22 sales, kind of a slower weekend. Had one really good sale and a couple other solid ones, but that's how it goes sometimes. Usually people have a summer slowdown. That's why it's good to be diverse, I think, and sell a couple different things. That way, if one category seems to drop off, you may still have other stuff moving. So that's another reason why I really like hard goods over clothes, because I feel like there's just a better chance of selling that stuff all year round, where clothes can be a little hit or miss sometimes. So even though I still sell clothes, not that nothing against that. But here's a little retail arbitrage. My wife bought a bunch of these Harry Potter wands, 60 of them at Walmart. They were $5 each. They're mystery wands, so you can get like one of 9 mystery wands in there. And she bought them all, and we ended up. She opened them all, found out how many she had of each. We made 3 or 4 sets that were complete of 1 through 9. We listed those, but they haven't sold. Then the rest of them that we had, we didn't have enough to make sets, so we just individually listed them by who the wand was for. We listed them as new, other, open for reveal, and then we pack them up back in the bag and everything. They ship first class. These ones are Draco Malfoy. I always thought he was the punk kid in Harry Potter, but I'm not like an expert on it. But his wands have sold the least. We've sold like 5 of them, and they sold for this sold for $17.09 or something like that. Some of the better ones have sold for like $24. So we end up making anywhere from like $7 maybe on the low end to as high as like $12-13, depending on what we sold and who it was. And some of them have been on sale throughout the year. I haven't shown you guys all the sales. We probably sold 40 of them now, 30, 40, because it's been her thing, and I wanted to. She wasn't really sure if it was going to work out either. So, but we sold enough, and honestly, we probably could have showed you guys in the beginning, but they were at Walmart again, $5 a wand plus tax, and then we've just kind of parted them out. So, pretty cool little profit there. A yearbook, Campanile, 85, Woodrow Wilson High School. I bought 3 of these, threw them in one of the lots I bought from the storage unit guy. He usually gets yearbooks. He doesn't really factor them in the price at all, so I just throw them in the box. My rule on yearbooks right now, since it does seem like the market is just so slow to move them, if I get an offer like $25 on one or more, unless I know it's something super valuable, which I don't have any of those in my store right now, it's going. I don't want to pay more than a couple bucks for one, and I'm really looking to get 25 or more. And then if I get that offer, I don't even usually counter. I just usually take it and just move on. So maybe I'm leaving money on the table, but I just don't want to sit on these. They take up a lot of space. I mean, not a lot of space, but they're heavy for the space they do take up, and the market is obviously so small on these. So $25. I don't know what I added into it, but happy to get rid of it. I have 2 other ones, so if that person is watching for some reason, please buy the other ones. I'll give you a good deal. But hopefully someone will come through. I think I have like 83 and 84 as well. Here's a Unitron Smart Control remote guide. This is a hearing aid remote. I bought 2 of these for like $1 or $2, and then I sold the first one for like 25, and then I sold that one for 30. It was on sale. It came with manual. The other one didn't. Another Nintendo game packs. I have a bunch of these, and I've sold probably 5 of them now. This one I took a best offer of $50, which was my low point. As long as I got $50 a box, I was going to take them. There's 48 packs of little card packs. I guess they're moving around a little bit, but 48 packs in here. I guess they have stickers and stuff. So yeah, I take $50. Happy to get rid of them. I paid $150 for, I think 14 or 16 of them. So I got about $10 in each one. So $50 is more than enough profit on those. A couple of smalls. Charger's helmet, another one of those little mini ones. It's not really focusing well, but that sold for a best offer at 10, which is really the lowest I'm trying to get on those. I'll take it 10. Here's Double Dragon for Game Boy. Comes with a plastic case. It does have some Sharpie on there, but that sold for 10. California Game sold for $7 or $8. This Tektronix Amp AC DC current probe. I mean, I'm pretty sure we've all used one of these before. Just looking back, just everyday life, it's just one of those things you just have to have. But honestly, I have no idea really what it does. And that's sometimes the way, I do know a little bit now after buying it, but when I bought it, I didn't. I just looked it up and I saw the market was crazy. I actually paid $100 for this. I bought this and a couple other things. This was factoring in about 100. The other stuff was a really good deal, so I figured, if I spent 100 on this, I was still going to make money. And this sold at $225, $235, something like that. Came with a little manual here, so It did work. The guy showed me while I was there that it worked. So, of course, I had no idea really what it was for, but there was money to be made, so I took a shot, $100, and we probably will make maybe not 100, but close to it, $80 on that. So I'm okay with that on some purchases. Garmin GPS, I think this is like a marine one. A lot of people that I saw listed it put marine in the title. This one sold for like $40 and some change. This came out of I went there 2 days. I spent a total of $80, and I think I'm gonna make probably, I don't know, 500 on it, $600 when it's all said and done. Just because there's a ton of stuff, and I haven't even finished listing it all. Maybe 500 would be a better estimate, but really good deal. So that sold for $40-something, $41. Here's a snow leopard. This sold for $14. I think I paid like $2.99 for it at a thrift store. Doesn't sell for a ton, but it always sells well. An Epson ink sold for $7 and some change. I came out of the big ink lot. Here's this Donkey Kong little figure. I guess it looks like that, maybe. I'm not sure. You can see on my box. That's all the boxes I need for today, so they're up there in the corner. But this came out of a big video game lot I bought for like, I don't know, $400 or something like that, $350 from the storage unit guy. And there was a bunch of Nintendo stuff in there, other stuff, and this was in there. And this sold for $40 on a best offer. So I have no idea who would want that, but someone likes Donkey Kong, I guess. Book lots are one of my favorites. If you don't know that, then you haven't been watching me that long. But I like them because a lot of people overlook them. These were at a library sale. They were, I think, 25 cents each, and I sold this little stack of, 6 books for $26, $27 shipped. So we'll make probably almost $20 on that sale, maybe 18 or something for some paperback books. So look out for them. As I said before in some other videos, the ones that, I think those are a Christian-based one. Look for the ones that are Christian, like young teen or young adult novels. Those ones do pretty well if you can get a lot of them. So these VHS-C cassette adapters, you have to get these if you don't know about it. These always sell. This sold for like $27 shipped. It was thrown in one of the biggest storage unit lots I bought, so that was cool. iPhone box. This is an iPhone 7 32 gig, the black one. I used to sell these like crazy, but they really died off. I only got $7, but happy to get rid of it. Little Sony remote for a projector. This is a RM-PJM17. This sold for like $9, $8. So those remotes always sell. I've said before, I price them, and then I don't really change the price usually. I just leave them there. Maybe they go on sale, and I just wait for the market to change, and someone ends up buying them. So I've sold probably, I don't know, 15, 20 remotes this year. Probably 15, I think, something like that. Quite a bit. I'm almost out of remotes, so that's how I know. A San Diego Gulls jersey, extra large. This is like a giveaway jersey, but it's still pretty good quality. It's like a minor league hockey team. Look out for the minor league stuff. I've said this before. Sometimes jerseys from the minor league stuff actually sell almost better than the major league stuff. There's just not as much of it around. That sold for $48. I paid $50 for 3 jerseys. One sold for $90. I think another sold for $50, and then this one sold for $48. So we're at $180, and I spent $50. So that's a pretty good profit for me. XP professional damage box comes with the product key and all the installation stuff. This is obviously old software from 2002, and it is Office XP. This isn't like an operating system. This is like Microsoft Word and everything. This still sold for like $24. So look out for this stuff. If you're taking pictures of it, just don't take a picture of the product key. It's a rookie move right there. Just take a picture of the, the discs or whatever you want to show, and make sure the product key's not shown. So that's the tip of the day. That one's for free. Here's a Verizon jetpack. This is like I forgot the model. It's a 51 something. Should know that. 5510L. This I listed and it sold for $15. It does work and everything. I said it needs a new SIM card, but it does work, powers up, and gets a signal and everything, or shows that it has signal and everything, so that's pretty good. That also came out of the $80 lot. So did this. This is a Genesis remote. I don't know still got the sticker on the front. It's an MX900. You can see right there. This was, and I found it just lying on a table at that sale. It was unorganized. It wasn't a company-run estate sale. It was a family-run one. So it was better. But it was crazy packed. There was electronic stuff everywhere. The guy was a computer repair guy, so it was just chaos, and I loved it. I wish I had more time to stay there. I went there 2 days, and I still was like, man, I'm sure if I dug some more, I could find some stuff. But I just ran out of time. But I found this on a table, threw it in my box. I just knew it was a universal remote, and it is. And this sold for 41 bucks. It does work. It had sticky stuff on here, on the thing. I just took some rubbing alcohol a little bit and just kind of rubbed it, and it rubbed most of it off, and it seems like it's okay. I noticed right here I need to do a little touch up right there, but aside from that, it looks good. It does work beautifully. So that's all for 41 bucks. And lastly, a good old staple, a Guitar Hero for 360. I bought 2 of these for 15 bucks, which is a lot of money. I don't like to pay that much for guitars, but if I am going to pay it, it's always going to be a 360 one, unless it's the PS3 one with the dongle. The reason these ones do better is because they don't need a dongle. They just wirelessly connect to the 360. You can see this is an Xbox One. There's a little X right there on the power cord. There is some scuffs there. This is the Xbox 360 Red Octane one. The best thing about these is you can push this little button right there, or you push it down, and then the net comes out if you move this all the way over and pull at the same time. And then you can pack them like that. It saves you on the shipping. They still are pretty bulky, but I sold it for 50 shipped. So I had 750 in. Even if it cost me 15 to ship it, we're still going to make like almost 20 bucks on it, something like that. So maybe 15, almost 20. But I mean, that's a pretty good profit for an easy guitar. I always have 360s lying around, so I test them out, jam out a little bit with my son on these. He just watches me. He actually practices guitar like the real guitar, so I always pretend like I'm a professional, and he kind of makes fun of me. But either way, it's still fun. But you need to test if they work. Sometimes you'll find that these buttons don't all respond. You want to make sure the whammy, all this stuff works, and all these buttons down here work. Some people just put the batteries in and turn it on, but honestly, I've had a couple where a couple of these, usually these buttons aren't responding, the end ones. So, and there's actually a fix for that. If you go on YouTube, a lot of people have found out that it's actually because of the construction of these things in here, and I can't get it out right now. The construction in here, I guess it doesn't always get a good sitting. So what they tell you to do is put a piece of cardboard. You kind of take the top off and put a piece of cardboard, and then it'll make it so it's tighter. Not that you should do that, but you could if yours ever doesn't work in theory. So, or if you just have a broken one at home, you can do it that way. There's YouTube videos on it. So you definitely have to test them though, because if you don't, you might get a return and it could be legitimate. Even if it powered up and it seemed okay, there could be a button or two that doesn't work. So it's good if you have a 360 to test them. The PS3 ones need a dongle, so those ones are a pain, and the Wii ones just put a Wii controller in, so you can test those as well. But that's it, guys. We do have a couple more hours left in the day, so there is time for more stuff to come through, so we'll hope it does. And if not, I wish you guys the best, and hopefully next week we'll have more to show you. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. Everyone, back with a final sale from the weekend. Another Epson ink sold for $7.19.